Hello, good morning. Can you all hear me? Can you all hear me? If you can hear me, kindly type one in the chat box. Kindly type one in the chat box. What's happening on gold? If you can hear me, type one in the chat box. Type one in the chat box. Yeah, so I got this sell. The sell I entered by price got to my target. I couldn't hold it for long. I couldn't I couldn't hold it. Hold on. Couldn't hold it for long. Yeah, so around 6:15. Around 6:15 I entered the sell. Wow, imagine I'm still in the trade. Price got to the target, pulled back. I said let me close the trade before this thing. Price got to the target over here and it started pulling back. Wow. So I got a sell over here on this break and retest over here. But as price got to the target, I think like 82 pips, I closed the trade and price has now fallen like 300 pips. Trading can sometimes be very difficult at times because you don't know. Price has gotten to the target. You don't know whether it's going to reject or it's going to keep on moving. One thing that made me take that sell, even apart from technical analysis, mostly after FOMC, then following the price follows FOMC direction. And you notice that yesterday during the FOMC, price was fall. I wanted to trade the FOMC, but we had a lot of ranges, so I just forget about it. I wanted to trade the FOMC, but I noticed we had a lot of ranges, so I didn't even bother to. Yeah, so I got a sell over here. I got a sell over here this morning before the stream. I had a sell over here, and this was the H4 target. You get it? This was the H4 target, so I didn't hold it for long. And there are a lot of things that I considered that made me close the trade. I noticed that the previous H4 candle, you can see this candle closed with no wick. So the chances that you can have a deep pullback is very high. All these things are reason I didn't hold the trade for long. And price too has gotten to the H4 target. So there are a lot of factors that might make price just keep on moving up. I couldn't hold for long, couldn't hold for long. And looking at this candle closed with no wick. Okay, so I took it from this 15-minute break and retest over here. The 15-minute break and retest over here. Price got to the rejection level, just pulled back over here. So I took the sell over here when it broke the high because I just realized that after FOMC, the following day price follows what FOMC did the past days. So that's why it gave me that confidence. It was an additional confluence to the trade that I took. So I took the sell around 6:15 my time, took the sell, close it around the side because of the factors, because of what I told you. H4 looks like no wick at the bottom, H1 no wick, so it's not guaranteed. Okay, it's not guaranteed, so I just have to close. And the week too, mostly I don't hold trade for long. If the week I've not gotten any better trade or I'm in drawdown for the week, I mostly don't like to hold the trade for a very long time. So price made a massive pullback over here. So imagine, let's say maybe this was my entry price. This is where I entered the trade, and this was the pullback. So you see, price would have come to my break-even point. Price came to my break-even point before it started what? See, and then the Asian session too. I was awake during the Asian session, so that's fine. We learn from the trade, so it's not a problem since I was able to read it, get a direction as I close the trade daily. That's not a problem. The most important thing is what I was able to know the direction of the market, and it's going to repeat it again. It's going to repeat itself again. So that's the most important thing. At least I had something from that. Okay. So the Asian session to this buy, I wanted to take this buy, but price I was waiting for a support to fall before I will go in for the buy. But price never gave me the support I wanted. Just gave us some tiny bearish candle and decided to go because everything was looking good. There was clean zone, and if I watch this move, I feel like I feel like beating myself. Imagine I got the balls to hold it. Imagine I had the balls to hold it to 400 pips. Yeah. So the Asian session, this was it. Yeah. So next month I want to do something. I want to trade all the sessions. I want to trade all the sessions. So if you want to join me trading all the sessions, kindly let me know. If you want to trade, I'm going to trade Asian session, London session, New York session. I'm going to be present throughout the sessions. I need to gain more this thing on the various sessions with gold and those stuffs. Yeah. So take note of it. After FOMC, most often price follows what FOMC did, the direction of the FOMC. Yeah. So let's see. Let's do a breakdown. It has already happened. It has already happened. I wanted during around 5:30, I wanted to take a sell over here. But one thing is what there was no wick to us. Well, price was looking good. So I would have even gotten it over here. Price open with no wick, close with no wick. So it's going to be very difficult here to take the trade. You see what happened over here? It would have been very difficult to take the trade over here. And I said, let it go. And price just fell. Okay, price just fell. I wanted to take a trade. It was a nice, this was the zone, perfect. Okay, and the thing is still falling. And price, I got it again over here too as well. Yeah, so that's fine. At least I got a direction. I was able to read or predict the direction of the market. That's the most important thing. So let's say if you are someone who have missed this whole trade, you didn't get anything from this 400 pips move on gold this morning. So what are you going to do if in case you miss something if like this week, the whole of this week, I've not gotten any better trade? That's why I closed the trade early, and perhaps to price kind of just made a deep pullback. The move you are seeing is not like price never made a pullback. As price got to the target, so it's very logical. If price gets to the target, you get it. If price gets to the target, you don't have like the chances of price moving, continue moving down. It's not guaranteed. Please take note of that. Okay, so anytime price will get to your target, and price, as you people have been watching me day in and day out, you people have been seeing it. If price gets to rejectional level, what happened? We mostly see deep pullback, we see rejection. You don't know if price is going to make something like this, pull back and just stop you out. Okay, you have no idea about what price is going to do. You have no idea. Okay, you have no idea. So when price gets to the target, what you have to do is just close the trade. You get it? Not even if I'm not going to close, at least take profit, take something out of the table. Don't allow price. So this was the pullback, and if you watch the 5 minutes, no wick. So there was no certainty on price keeping as in continuing moving down. Okay, unless maybe you decide to just accept the risks, anything that can come should come, and you hold it through. Okay, and you held the trade to this side. But for me, I closed it around 60 to something pips. That's where I closed it. Yeah, around 100 pips I closed the trade, and price has fallen like 400 pips. It has fallen like 400 pips. 400. Yeah, so that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, so if you are someone, let's say maybe you come to the market and you have seen this drop, okay, this drop, what are you going to do? Just stay calm, wait for price is just going to make a pullback, maybe around seven something. It might make a pullback, then you keep on, you jump into the bus. You get it? You jump into the bus. So let me explain the reason I took that sell. Let me explain it to you. So doing my top down analysis, At the monthly time frame, you notice that there was no rejectional levels. Moving to the weekly time frame, at the weekly time frame, we had the rejection level over here. So kindly drop your questions. If you have any question, kindly drop it in the chat box. At the weekly time frame, we had this rejectional level over here at the weekly time frame. So at the daily time frame too, we have rejection level over here. Okay, price has even gotten to the daily rejectional level. At the daily time frame, we have this rejection level over here. Okay, so getting to the weekly time frame, sorry, getting to the H4 time frame. So you notice that the previous daily candle was what? The daily trend was what? A downtrend. Okay, price made lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Okay, so the trend was what? A downtrend. The past candle closed strong bearish. You get it? So the chances that price is going to keep on moving down or price is going to keep on dropping is very high. You see how strong the previous daily candle was. So everything was pointing down, bearish. So let's move to the H4 time frame. You notice that H4 time frame too was a downtrend. Yesterday we all witnessed this during the lending session. Price just dropped, just pulled back over here. The FOMC2 brought in some drop, and what it just pulled back, and price kept on moving during the lending session. So why did I take the sell? If you look at the previous candle, this candle at the pre-lending session, okay, or maybe yeah, the pre-lending session, you notice that the candle closed with what? A strong bearish candle. The candle closed a strong bearish candle. We have a rejection level over here. Okay, we have a rejection level over here. So looking at how the candle closed, the past candle closed with no wick. Okay, the past candle closed with no wick, but we had a deep pullback. So you are seeing the pullback over here. Because there was no wick, price just have to do some pullback before it will keep on what? Moving down. So when price is moving up, we have this rejection level too as well over here. Okay, we have this rejection too over here. So what made me take that sell? So if I move to the H1 time frame, as I indicated earlier, before even that closure of the H4 candle, price is a downtrend. So if I've joined my training before, I said mostly when you see something like this and there's no bearish candle closure and price is in a downtrend, the only way you can be taking a counter trade, a trade which is against the previous candle, is what? Waiting for a candle, waiting for market structure, a shift in trend. So you notice that even H1 candle gave that perfect shift in trend over here. Price broke, pulled back over here, created this resistance. What happened? Price kept on dropping. You get it? Price kept on dropping. And at the 30-minute time frame, there was no wake of the candle. Price made some rejection candle. So this is where I wanted to take the sell. By this candle was the reason I stopped taking the sell. And if you move to, so the reason I took the sell at this pre-lending session was over here. There was a rejection level over here. This candle closed with no wick, so this one would have even stopped me from taking that trade. But what did I do? I moved to the M15 time frame. If I move to the M15 time frame, I noticed that price just broke out from the zone. We had some minor zone, you have some small zone over here. So this was the zone I wanted to take advantage of. You get it? So price just formed this support over here, just broke out from the zone, and what? Pull back. What are we expecting? The moment it breaks the low, I'm expecting a continuation of the trend. But one thing is what? This was my target. Okay, where did we get this time frame? So this is the reason I closed the trade. Okay, I closed the trade. I closed for around 90 to something pips. I didn't get 100 pips though. I had like 80 to 70 pips, and I closed the trade. And see the drop. Imagine you were in the trade at the beginning and you are seeing this drop 700. let me multiply the pips by the lot size I use, the monitoring value of the lot size that I use. This would have been a plenty money. Imagine I held. That's traders anthem. I should have held the trade. What if the thing to reverse against it? So it's part of the game, right? Yeah. So price has moved. So at this point, what you have to do is to just wait for a pullback. Then you keep enjoying the train. You have missed the train at the beginning. Those who were sleeping. There's something I want to do. As I'm saying, I want to just trade all session next month and see. It's going to be draining though. It's going to be draining and tough, but I'll keep on, keep on. This drop, uh, no one knows price is going to drop like this unless. So trading is all about hopes and beliefs. Okay, trading is all about hopes and beliefs. No one knows how far price is going to drop. I never knew price is going to drop like this. If I knew, I would have still been in the trade by now. I would have still been in the trade by now. If I knew price is going to drop massively like this, I would have fought. I would have still been in the trade by now. But the reason is what I wanted to hold it, but price gave some rejection, sign of rejection at this point, and I said, Charlie, Chile, Chile, let me close the trade. So you see that as price got to the rejectional level, you see what's happening over here. See this rejection. I said, okay, I mean closing my trade. All right. It's better than nothing. Just close the trade. See the drop. See the drop. Yeah, so at this point, let me check, let me look left and see if you have some rejections. Even the trade that even this trade, if I were following the rules, I wouldn't have to, because the H4 no wick. Okay, so it was based on experience, because I've watched FOMC a day after FOMC, and I have experience on how mostly price reacts. So if you have any question, kindly drop it in the chat box. Yeah, so at this point, we have clean zone. This is the next tradable zone. This is the next tradable zone. So at this point, what we are going to wait for is some sign of what? Rejection. Then we jump into the trade. So you guys have noticed I mostly get trades during Thursdays. Thursday for the past 3 weeks, all my trades are coming from Thursdays. Most of my winning trades are Thursday is a sacred day or what? I need to be holy on Thursdays. I have to stop touching anything unclean, because Thursdays are days that God bless me. Thursdays are days that God mostly bless me, bless me. Yeah. So at this point, the 30 minutes. If you look at your left, at the 30 minutes, there's no. This is the only point of rejection. So this is a tradable zone. So at this point, can you get some pullback? Then around lending open, and after lending open, one thing I've noticed about lending session is what? Mostly lending open around 7:15, 7:30, 7:45. we mostly get some moves over there. Yeah, so let's see. If you take a sell now when it breaks the low, it's very risky because it's kind of you are price is going to fall though. Price might fall though to this point, but at this point it's better you wait for a pullback because price has been extended too much. Your stop loss alone is going to be like 400 pips. The target to is going to be less than 400 pips. So it's better you wait for price to pull back. So lending is going to open soon. Let's keep an eye on lending session. So good morning. So does this mean that we are looking for sell on gold this month? Yeah, we are looking for sell because the high time frames are all bearish. Daily time frame is strong bearish. We have some zones to our left for it to fail. This zone at the daily time frame, even though it has gotten to this rejection, I don't know though since the candle hasn't closed that maybe it's going to get rejected at this daily time frame. But H4 time frame too, we have this rejection level, but we have clean zone. So we might fill price might fill this zone over here. You get it? Price might fill this wick over here. This wick might get filled. But landing open, you are in the next 2 minutes or some few minutes to come, you are going to have landing open. So maybe it might bring in some volume. So let's see. This we have this one, the whole of this one. Good might four more. So even if you don't get it now, maybe in New York session it might give you an opportunity. Okay, we have upcoming news too as well. I've even forgotten. You have GDP news, claimant count change. You have a lot of news over here today. Yeah, so wisdom, you need to follow the trend. That's the best way. Don't try to, unless maybe or you are going to see price has gotten to the daily level, daily target. So if price gives some sign of rejection, a bullish sign of rejection, you are going to enter. But it makes sense though, but it's kind of very risky. It makes sense, but it's kind of very risky. Okay, it makes sense, but it's kind of very risky to go against what the time or the time frames. So you see, when you build a skill, if you get a skill set now, it's not easy though. So it's not easy to get a skill, but trading actually comes brings a lot of freedom. If you get to point where you know what you are doing, it becomes like it's as I'm saying the patterns repeat itself. That is why I'm saying I need to build. I trading is an art, okay? It's an artwork. So the more you do it, the more you do it. It's like someone who a designer. The more you do it, the more you become skillful at it. Okay. I remember the first time when I bought a motorcycle. I think 2023 or so. Uh, I bought a motorcycle and I wanted to learn how to ride a motorcycle. So it wasn't easy. But now, if I'm riding, bro, forget. At the initial stage, it was very tough and difficult. I nearly gave up. But one thing that I thought about is I just asked myself because I mostly see these young boys who are not even educated learning how to ride. So I just told myself, if these young boys who have not even gone to the university, who are not even much educated as I am, are doing this thing, why can't I do it? It was tough. Any if you are here and if you know how to ride bicycle, I am very sure you know at the beginning it wasn't easy, very tough, very discouraging. I fell a lot of times, but I get hurt and those stuff. But I told myself I will learn this thing. I nearly gave up, as I said, because it wasn't easy. So finally, I I learned it. Okay, but now when I'm riding, I ride very well. You get it all came with what experience. Now after every almost every day I ride it, so I have a lot of experience on how to ride. You get it. Those times I was very scared when I'm even on the highway with bike, but now I know how to what. maneuver my way through. So it's all about experience. So trading too is an art. Okay, at the beginning, it's going to you like it's going to be very tough, going to be very difficult. But the moment you watch the patterns, these patterns, okay, the moment you watch it, they just visualize them, visualize them. So I always say this thing. This trade that I just explained, why I took that trade. If I were to be you, I would just after the stream, I will watch the stream again, take my notebook, visualize, picture it because it's definitely going to do it. How did Pakwesi do it? The guy went to the higher time frame. He said, okay, the higher time frame we're doing this. He went to the lower time frame and he said it was volume time. Okay, not any other time, but volume time. And he executed. Okay, so me too, I'm just going to picture this thing. I'm just going to memorize this pattern because it's definitely going to happen again. And if it happens, I'm also going to execute. This is how you have to do it. You get it? This is how you have to do it. This is how you learn. Trading is an art, and when you do it every day, that is when the perfection starts coming. Okay. Are you talking of this current market? Says still I'm still struggling to get a buy or sell. Are you talking about this current market or what? Or how to identify like the general analysis that you're talking about? Are you talking about this current market? Yeah, so you see, mostly if even I call for, I don't know what actually people want. I don't know. Actually, I don't know what people want. I will be dedicating myself. Sometimes I do things for free, and people are not going to show up. People are not going to show up. Like may I will do everything possible. I will try. Oh, Mombra around Imbesi and free. Mombra around Besi and free. Obiamba. Obiamba. You get it. Obiamba. So sometimes I just love trading. Like I love trading. That is why sometimes I don't even get discouraged with the number of people that mostly shows up in those things. Yeah, so if you struggle to get a buy and sell, before you get a buy and sell, you need to first of all identify the direction, know the direction of the market. Trading is what? A process work. Okay. You see, before anything will be manufactured, it goes through process. It's the same thing in trading. If you want to identify a buy and sell, you need to go through process. So if with me, these are my process. Before I will take a buy or a sell, this is what I do. First thing, I need to check the time and season. Okay, I don't take trades at any random time because I've sample size or I've analyzed, I've practiced, and I've noticed sometimes, especially with the lending session, after lending close, after lending open, like an hour to 2 hours after lending open, I'm mostly not profitable during that time. Okay, so trading to before you be able to take a buy and sell, it goes through process. You need to go through the stages. Okay, so these are my stages. This is what I mostly do. So identify my times and seasons. So times and seasons I consider. So I mostly trade the London session and the New York session. These are the time and seasons. So two. Then after identifying coming to the market at the right timing. Okay, after coming to the market at the right timing, you need to identify your direction or sectional. You need to identify your sectional bias. Okay, you need to identify your sectional bias. That's the what your direction. So with your sectional bias, is the market, the current market you are trading, is it in an uptrend? Is it in a downtrend? Okay. So after identifying it and knowing, oh, maybe it's in an uptrend, then you move to the lower time frame. Okay. Okay. After identify whether it's in an uptrend or downtrend, then you identify your various key levels. Okay. Your various key levels or reactional, rejectional or reactional level. So reactional level simply means as I close the trade over here, This is a reactional level because when price gets to this point, the chances or the certainty of the chances that price is going to keep on moving down is not guaranteed. You get it? It's not guaranteed unless maybe you are just having hopes and beliefs that price is going to keep on moving. Then you just you just keep you just decided to be in the trade. You get it? So decide your key level. So some people will use psychological levels, other people will use Fibonacci's and those stuffs. But me, I use my eyes. I don't use any external tools. I use my eyes. What is before me on the chart, what the chart is telling me. I don't use any external tool that are using what the candles are printing. Okay, so these are the process that my decision go through. So after deciding the key levels, the reactional levels, then I decide on what do you call it? I move to the lower time frame, my entries and my exits. Okay, my entries and how I will exit from the trade. You get it? So your entries and so these are the process. These are the things that your before you take a buy and sell, you need to go through. So these are the things that I follow. These are the stages that I follow before I will execute. You get it? Before I will execute. So with this current market, as price has already fallen, you just want a support to form, then you take, because lending has open, you are in volume time. Wait for a support to form, then you take the continuation of the trend. Okay, just take the continuation of the trend because price has also gotten to the key level, the daily key level. So wait for a sign of rejection. And as I'm saying, there are a lot of things that is pointing this thing to be what this thing to keep on moving up. Okay, because the candle closed with no wick and other stuff, so it's kind of very tricky over here. But we trade what we see, not what we think. So you know what? One thing that I'm happy about this thing is what I was involved. It's not about I couldn't catch the whole move, but at least I was involved of what move. As this is history, I participated in this history, so that's also fine. Yeah. So wisdom, wait for a pullback, then you enter. So either price maybe make something like this, then you continue, keep on moving down. So if you have a question, drop it in the chat box. Yeah, so at this point, since all the time frames are bearish, 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 so as I'm saying, price has gotten to the daily key level. Okay, price has gotten to the daily key level. So if it happens, this kind of close over here, the chances that we are going to experience price moving up to this side to give us the pullback is very high because this is daily key level. But taking the buy, for me, trading against all the higher time frames is kind of risky for me. But if you like, and if price breaks above, you wait for a pullback, you can take a counter trend trade since you are in volume time too as well. Since you are in volume time. So let's see, you have in the next 4 minutes, this candle is going to close. So if it happens, it's close above. Let's see, can it break above this one? Can it break above the daily zone? If it breaks above, the chances that price will keep. What time frame are you using, say? Yeah, so I don't use one particular time frame. I use multiple time frames. You get it? You don't use only one particular time frame to make decision. That's to me, I do something called top-down analysis. I analyze from the higher or the highest time frame to the lowest or the lower time frame. So I start from monthly, weekly for my various zones, H1, M30, for my various entries. Price has moved a lot, so the chances of buyers will set in. But we have news too as well. We have news at 8:30. A lot of news 9. Yeah, so you need to show up every day to those who want to learn. Just do it every day. Forget because trading you get a lot of experience the more you do it. I can't imagine myself in the next maybe 5 years to come. In the next, I don't have any goal when it comes to trading. I just love doing it. You get it. I love doing because of trading. That like yeah. Last time I wanted to even talk about this thing. One thing, trading has really, even if I'm not multi-millionaire from trading, money trading, even if I've not made a lot from trading, trading has really shaped my life. Even apart from the financial distance, trading has really helped me. My as in my life, trading has really helped my life, shaped my life for good. You get a lot of things that through trading, I was able to what? I was able to practice those things when it comes to my character. Trading has really helped me a lot when it comes to me being focused. Trading. The moment I ushered myself into trading, the entrepreneurship mindset came in setting, and because of trading, I've been able to do well for myself. I'm not saying I've done great things, but at least I've helped those around me to also be better people. Okay, I've helped them, and through that, they don't have to work 9 to 5. They are doing their own thing. Okay, they are doing their own thing through trading. Because the moment I entered into trading, the person that I was following also talk like you. The person spoke about all these things, being trying to do something yourself and those stuff. So I learned all these things from the person, decided to go and do my own thing, doing my trading and at the same time grinding, doing something aside trading. And through those things that I did, now a lot of people have benefited from those things. So trading has really, so there's no way. So imagine how can I stop if this thing has really helped my life like this? Okay, I've developed a lot of positive character, like a lot of attitude towards lot of positive attitudes towards maybe the way I work and those stuff. A lot of things that I've been able to do or accomplish through trading. Okay. Forget about the money, but it has really helped me to be focused in life. And through trading, there are a lot of things that I gave up on doing because I was always focused on the chart when it comes to watching football. And now I don't even have interest in watching football. I feel like I'm wasting time. Okay, when it comes to self-development, it was through trading because this game is going to stress you and you need some motivation. You you need some motivation. You get it. You need to some motivation. Through all those things, I was able to also embrace self-development. Okay, when it comes to listening to positive vibes, when it comes to reading and those stuffs, and like everything about self-development, I was able to embrace it. So trading has really helped me because I wanted to be good at it. I wanted to be the best of this thing. So you need to study how people are doing it, their mindset. You will have a different mindset the moment you take it seriously. You start having like different mindsets among your colleagues. Unless maybe you don't want to take it seriously. But if you want to take it seriously, trading is going to change everything totally from like your mindset is going to change. You begin to have tougher mindsets, not giving up mindsets. You get it, being tough, being consistent, because trading you need to be consistent every day. It's not about yesterday you had a loss, Monday you had a loss. Even if you are not seeing results, you need to show up. Trading is going to give you hopes and beliefs. Okay, it's going to give you hopes and beliefs. A lot of things that trading is going to help you to be able to accomplish. Okay, even if you are not getting money, you are a lot of things. Trading is going to build you to become a better person of yourself. Okay, you're going to become better person of yourself. The consistency alone. Okay, you start to understand that in anything that you are doing, you need to be consistent to be able to see results. You get it? Trading is going to show you these things to be consistent to be able to see results because you're not going to see the results upfront. Trading is going to tell you you need to be consistent. Show up every day. Show up every day. Show up every day. You begin to start showing up every day, whether win or loss. You don't care. You show up every day. So trading has really really helped me, and it has really changed my mindset. Sometimes if I'm talking to some of my colleagues, their mindset, their mindset, even when if I'm talking to some of my colleagues that I even attended the same university with them, those people who were good. Okay, they had the first class, they had the first and second class uppers and those things. If I'm talking to them, I noticed that I'm way ahead of them. They were only focusing on the book, but I was learning something outside what the school is teaching us. Okay, they were learning. And now when they see my life, and one thing too is trading made me start the gym. Because if you are depressed and you are watching people on the internet, not this young boys who are not giving you any vibes, they just showing their people are matured. Okay, if you are watching these people are matured, they are going to the gym. So trading made me start the gym. You see what trading has done for me. Started the gym. I think 2020. That's when I started the gym because I was watching this guy. This guy after trading, that's the freedom. Okay, that trading brings. So after the guy has finished trading, you go to the gym. I was learning from this guy. So what did I do? I have to also start the gym. And now, like, even if I'm not a body, but I'm proud of my physique. I'm proud of the man has grown up to become. You get it? The man has grown up to become. So a lot of things that I've learned. And one thing too that trading helped me is what not to expect anything. Okay, because if you input trade now, there's no guarantee either the trade is going to go in your favor or against you. So I stopped putting my hopes in people. Okay, like having certainty that, oh, no matter what, this thing is going to happen. Trading helped me to change my mindset on those things. If this cell that I entered, I already accepted the risk that this trade can go against me. Okay, this trade can just go against me. So when you enter in, when you come into trading, you don't have the, like, as in your mindset shift. When it comes to, you don't have any certainty mindset. You begin to take things like, you see everything to be a probability. Life is all about probability. Going out today is not guaranteed you come back again. You start taking things like, you start thinking in probabilities. This thing can be positive, this thing can negative. You can, if you are married tomorrow, you can just lose a child of yours. You can lose your wife, you can lose your husband. Nothing is guaranteed. Trading is going to help you to, trading is going to make you think like nothing is guaranteed. Okay, because if you input trade, as I said earlier, it is not guaranteed that the trade is going to move in our favor. So trading has really really helped my life. A lot of things that trading has helped me. Okay, so as I'm saying, if I'm talking to my colleagues, the way they think, the way their mindsets, and when they see me now, they just marvel of how I've become. I was grinding when we were in school. I was grinding seriously, trying to be the better person of, like, trying to be a better person. Okay, the better man or the better person of myself, or I don't know how to even put it. So show up. Okay, show up every day. Consistency is the key, and keep on learning from. If I were to be you, after every live stream, I will watch everything. I'll watch everything and practice it again. If you keep on doing it, you're going to see massive results in the years to come. In a year to come, you're going to start seeing results. Always don't focus on the destination. Focus on the journey. As I said yesterday, the journey is what is going to excite you when you get to the destination. Most when you reflect on the journey, that is what is most interesting. It's not about getting to the journey, getting a lot of cars and those things. You can ask those people who are super rich. The excitement comes the first day you had you bought the thing. The excitement comes the first and the second day. The rest you just don't value it again. You get it? You don't value it again. But the journey, the struggling, that is what when you reflect on it, like it gives you joy. Hey, you just tell yourself, hey, me pa mini, hey, the way I did we are frustrating me pa. You just be telling yourself, hey, I did way frustrating me. Hey, Like you, this so those are the things that are like gives you joy. Okay, those are the things that gives you joy. I remember when I was at the university, like I was struggling because I was trying to learn trading and I wasn't paying attention to the academic trade. So I was failing receipts and those. So I I got frustrated. I got frustrated. You get it? I got frustrated. But now when I reflect on those days, like when I reflect on those days, that is where the joy comes from. When I reflect on those journey, the struggling days, the failing receipts, and sometimes you get frustrated. Will you be able to even complete this school and those stuff? You get it. But one thing, if you're a student over here, one thing you need to understand is what in this modern, yeah, let's check gold. Let's check gold. This pullback, this break and retest. You see, this thing looks similar to what I entered over here. Okay, this thing, but let's wait for the 7:30. That okay, we have news too as well. Okay, there was no news. The news is going to be at 8:30. So let's wait. Let's wait for the candle closure. Let's wait for the candle closure. Let's wait and see. Let's wait for the candle to close, then see if you can take advantage of this whole smooth, this whole zone over here. Because if you look at the 30 minute, there was no rejectional level to your left, and even to the 15-minute time frame, it looks clean. So the chances that price is going to fill that zone is very high. So you have 6 minutes. You have 6 minutes for the candle to close. So you see the same pattern that happened over here is the same thing that is repeating. But I see this one to be too extended. As in the bullish candle moved a lot. Okay, the bullish candle moved a lot. So I think it's better for us to wait for the you have 5 minutes for the candle to close. So if it closes, it's going to align with this one too as well. For the sell, for the continuation. But if you like to, if you can take the risk to and take the sell, that's fine. If it breaks the low over here, but I would love to wait for the candle to close because this bullish candle got extended too much. Because if you watch this previous bullish candle, it was what? If you read the psychology of this bullish candle, you notice that this candle, what? Buyers were in control and sellers came in, drove price down. You see the extent on how the sellers drove price to this point. You get it. But with this one, see the full body. So it gives like it tells you that buyers were fully in control. The only time that there wasn't other this thing. So I would love to see the closure of the candle. Yeah. So you have 4 minutes for the candle to close. So it has broken. You have 500 pips ahead of us. Yeah, as I'm saying, for me, I would love to wait for the candle closure. You see the same pattern. This pattern is similar to this one. So if it's closed, if this candle close, then the next one breaks the low. That would be a nice. So that would be nice, rather. Yeah. So someone is asking, how do you know it will not trap to create a wick and reject? Reject where? Everything is probability. So there's nothing like no. Everything is what we are trading based on what our data is telling us. So you see, this thing is the same thing that happened over here. So I don't know. If I know, I will sell my family house, I will sell my landlord's house and bet on this one. The lows as its overextended move. So we have 2 minutes for the candle to close. So I don't know how many people have already entered, but I'm very conservative because I've already gotten a trade and I don't want to. So if you want to enter the sell, I think because it has gotten rejected on this daily zone over here, pulled back over here, but I think it's better you wait for the 2 minute in the next 2 minutes. Okay, in the next 2 minutes, in the next 2 minutes. So if this candle close, the next candle make pull back, okay, pull up to this point, flip, then it's going to make sense. The sell is going to keep on moving down. You manage your risks and you execute accordingly. So let's wait and see because we are in volume time too as well. Okay, we are in volume time too as well. The lows as it's overextended move. The lows. Okay. Nah, so it's not about it going to just fake you out. It's about what is before you. It's not about how far price has moved to. Okay. It's not about, oh, maybe price has moved a lot, so it's not going to move again. Nah, that's not how it works. It's about what is before you, what price is telling you, what market structure, what the market is telling you. That is what you trade. You get it. So it's not about it has been extended too much. Nah, it doesn't work that way. So, like you see, we are in volume time. The higher time frames are all pointing down. You get it. The higher time frames are all pointing down, and we're having what? If you look at your left, price does like clean, as people will say, or term it to be fair value gap and those things. So the chances that price will keep on moving down with no struggling is very high. The most important thing, what time are we in? You get it? That's the most important thing. The time that we are in is the most important thing. So consider that. Okay, so it's not about it going to wake and just move. So that's what I'm saying. You should be calm and wait for the candle closure before, because at this point it can be tricky. Okay, wait for the candle closure before. Because this bullish candle is not similar. Mostly when it comes to this candle break and retest, this one is the most like the ones that mostly like when we get a top wick like this. Okay, it tells you that buyers sellers have lost a lot of control. You get it? Buyers were pushing price up, sellers came in, drove price. So it gives you this candle gives you an indication that what one formed. So the reason why I entered is what, if you watch this candle, it tells you that what sellers drove price down. Okay, buyers were pushing price up, sellers came in, drove price down to this point. You get it? So the chances that what buyers have this point lost control and sellers are coming in is very high. So that's what it means. Yeah, we need to see some significant pullback. Uh, there was no significant pullback over here for the sell to keep on moving. No FOMO here. You see the candle close with no wick. So the chances that price will just make a U-turn, give us a wick before, if I don't know if it's going to keep on moving up, or so we need to be patient. But we are in volume time too as well. Mostly 7:15, 7:30 my time, you mostly get a lot of what this thing. So it's all this thing. The candle close with no wick. So it's we can get a pullback. Yeah, so those times I also used to be thinking that way, that oh, price has been extended too much, so we are going to what price is going to keep on moving up. Now trade what is before you. What do you see on the chart? And especially the time of the day is very, very important. This is something that I've witnessed and experienced myself. The time of the day is very, very important. Okay, the time of the day. You are in volume time, and if you are seeing bearish indication, follow the trend, because when that volume is coming in, this were all pre what do you call it? These were all pre-lending moves. Okay, so this is where the actual move is going to continue. The lending move is going to continue. So it's not about price has moved a lot. It's about the timing that you are trading in, because every session, every market open brings its own unique moves. Okay, it brings its own volume. You get it? It brings its own volume. So follow the time of the day and execute accordingly. So this trade, this sell is going to be risky, because the chances that this candle is going to flip, move up before it will keep on moving down is very high. You see, as it got to this rejection, the daily level, and it got rejected. So when you come to the market and price has already moved, as we started the stream when I was saying, if you come to the market and price has already moved, just be patient with yourself and wait for the reset. So it's like maybe when an economy is in recession, maybe if there was, as in, the economy is not, things are not going on well, things are not going on right. Sometimes they reset the economy. You get it's the same thing in the market. When price gets extended too much, when price moved a lot, what mostly happens is what it resets. So the reset is going to be the correction of the impulsive move. So this is the impulsive move. This is the impulsive move. So the market is going to reset. So the reset is going to be the correction before it keeps on moving down. You get it? So if you watch this mark, if you watch the past price action, you notice that anytime price extended a lot, mostly what happened is what during the maybe during the market open, a new market open, the market is going to correct and it will keep on moving up. So I mostly even love it that way. When I come to the market and it's not in my session, a session before my session, price has moved a lot. I'm glad about it. I'm mostly glad about it, because what's going to happen is what the market is going to reset. Okay, the reset is going to be the correction, and the market will what continue the move. Okay, so you see this one as the market moved a lot. So you see the market moves a lot like this. Don't just rush. Okay, just be patient with yourself. Wait for the reset. So this is the correction, and it will keep on moving. That's how the market. That's the nature of what the market. It moves. If it is in an uptrend, it moves impulsively. Then it will correct impulsively, and it will correct impulsively, and it will correct. So when the market, if you identify the trend of the market and you notice that the trend is what an uptrend, wait for what a correction. So the correction is a reset, and what ride with the trend. That's why I was saying the buy is going to be risky when I was explaining price has gotten to a rejectional level and it's going to keep on moving. Right, the buy was risky because the buy can be what a reset, and when it comes to trading the correction, you don't know how far price is going to move. Okay, you don't know how far price is going to move. So you need to be very careful. And price has also, as someone is saying, price has also moved a lot. So you need to be very careful with your execution. So someone is saying, please, I know the time zone, I mean the New York session and the rest. Yeah, so the New York session, I don't know which country, where are you from? Where are you from? I'm in Ghana, so mostly the New York session in Ghana starts at 12 p.m. GMT. Currently, the standard time it starts at 12 p.m. GMT, and the New York Stock Exchange session opens at 1:30 p.m. and the landing my time is 7 a.m. I don't know where you are from. So if you are in Ghana too, I think you need to take note of that. Yeah, so at this point, this candle started with no wick. So we want to see the wick before price will start. We want to see price pulling back. Okay, price should pull back. There was no pullback with this candle. So price should pull back before it will make. So it's very important. So you see, as I said, pre-lending session, I missed this whole move because of this thing. Okay, I missed this whole move because of this thing. I would have caught even the sell. I would have gotten it around this point because I've noticed that around 5:32 you mostly get some nice move at my time. So you see that price was as in broke through the H4 zone. This candle was there was no wick, so it's kind of very tricky over here. So you just have to let it go. Okay, just have to let it go. So it's the same thing that is happening over here. There was no wick, so you just have to let it go. So mostly, let me show you this entry model. If you are taking this, so you see this kind of entry model, the reason why I took it was because of the nature of the candle. Okay, so if you want to take similar thing, even though it's the same pattern, but mostly I love to see the rejection. Okay, like I want to see massive rejection bearish candle. Okay, if it's a sell, I want to see massive rejection bearish candle, something like this, massive rejection. So I want to see maybe a top bottom wick. Then when it starts flipping, so this one is going to be bullish. When it starts flipping, okay, when it starts flipping, before I will take the sell. That's what but this one, the body of the candle was kind of, it tells you that what buyers were fully in control of the market before the sellers came in. So it's kind of very tricky so I mostly love to wait for the candle closure. That's what I was saying. But if you are taking the impulsive move, it was going to be very risky. It's better you wait for the closure of the candle. So the pullback is happening. Okay, the pullback is happening. So we need after the pullback, we need to see how the candle is also going to flip bearish. Going to see how the candle is going to flip bearish. Please, I want to know the time. So yeah, so Gomez, where are you from? Are you in Ghana or Kenya, Nigeria, South Africa, Namibia, Tanzania, the USA, Gambia? Where are you from? So it's better you wait for the candle closure. So my time is even up. Time is up. Yeah, so I want to create a serious community where we are going to. That's what I want to do. I'm just thinking about it. A community. Yeah, so now it's becoming interesting over here. It's becoming interesting. So what's 8:30? We have news. We have news upcoming. Now. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Yeah, so someone is saying, Irene, is nah, yeah, it's kind of very tricky at this point. So for me, I would love to even wait for the either the this candle closure, the 30 minute. So I'm not in a sell yet. I would love to see this candle closure at 8 a.m. my time for the sell. 8 a.m. my time for sell. Yeah, so if you trade for long too, it comes with a lot of experience. You know when to pause, when to go in aggressively, and those stuff. So it's fine. So the sell is pumping. As I'm saying, because I already entered the sell, so I'm kind of not rushing to execute something now because the wick over here, the pullback wasn't all that great. So if it keeps on moving down, then this zone is going to get filled. Over 400 pip zone is going to get filled. Wow. This small move is 100 pips. Oh, yeah. 100 pips move just now. Just now, 100 pips move. Yeah, so someone is saying, just letting you know you have done very well in this game. Yeah, so that's why I'm kind of because it's very important, at least to those who know to share. Because some people don't have money to buy the courses, some people don't have money to join mentorship and those things. And one thing that sometimes it's kind of like as in something that I kind of always think about and make me always makes me to come around is like I learned from someone. So imagine I always say this thing. Imagine the person didn't come out. You get it? Imagine the person didn't come out. The person decided to stay in his room, just do his own thing. I wouldn't have gotten that information. So I have to also share. Yeah. So I hope you guys have seen the reason. It's not about how far price has moved. It's about what time are you entering the trade. That's the most important thing. You get it? It's about so price has moved 200 pips now. I didn't enter any trade. So guys, I understand. But I gave out the idea. Okay. So if you entered it, that's congratulations to you. But I didn't enter. Yeah, so what I'm trying to say is what like I learned from someone, so I have to also share. You get it? I have to also share. So at least if people are not going to appreciate what I'm doing, someone will mention my name somewhere else. So it's very important because I dedicated all my and I still dedicate all my time on this thing. Okay. I still dedicate all my time on this thing to learn how this thing works. So those who think like I just had it easy, the amount of time and energy I spend in this thing trying to make it work is not easy. Okay, it's not easy. It's not easy. So it's very important we share. If you know something, as I said the other time, if you know how to do something, kindly share. Okay, share. You might save a life. You might save a life. So how many people entered the cell? How many people got the cell? For me, I didn't enter. So we have zone to 500 pips for price to move. 500 pips. So to you see sometimes you hear some people saying, "Oh, for me gold, I only take sell, I only take buy. If gold is selling, I don't know how to take it." How will you think like that? I know some people have been saying that I only take buy on gold. I don't take sell on gold. I mean, you don't understand price action. Anyone who will be saying I only take buy on gold, I don't take sell, the person doesn't understand price action. If you understand price action, you follow what the market is telling you. As I said, the market is a price, or the candles are what? The candles are language. Okay, the candles are language. It's speaking something or it's telling you something. You get it? It is telling you something. So you need to understand what it's not about. You stick to only one bias, or you trade only buy. You take only buy on gold. You don't take sell. You take only sell on gold. You don't take buys. If I hear something like that from your mouth, I just conclude that you don't know what you are doing. Follow what the market is telling you. Follow price action. Okay, follow price action. Follow price action. Yeah, so guys, I think I've given you a lot today. So everything was discussed. You notice how price got rejected on this key level. So these levels are not random levels. You get it? These levels are not random levels. This was coming from the daily time frame. So this was the daily rejectional level. This was coming from the daily rejectional level. So as price broke above this one, wow, 200 pips. Okay, give 200 pips. Getting 200 pips. Imagine getting 200 pips. So if you are here and you are confused, the analysis that I did, everything that I broke down over here, kindly go back again and watch it. That is how we learn. Okay, so it will get to some time. You don't have to even show up on the live stream. You can do your own thing. If only you show up, you are showing up to what? Just to seek confluence or get some confirmation that whatever you are working on. Yeah, so someone is asking, why didn't you enter and where was your entry? It's after my correction. What? It's after mixed correction. It is after mixed correction. Yeah, so the reason why I didn't enter was what? Let me give you reason. The reason why I didn't enter is because the opening of this candle, okay, the opening of this candle, I don't like it the way it started. Even though you were in volume time, I wanted to see some significant. Okay, I wanted to see some significant pullback before I'll enter, but it just made a straight move. I don't like it because price has really moved a lot. So you need to be very as in calculating when it comes to. You don't have to be impulsive. And as I said earlier, to one thing too is what I've already entered the trade. Okay, so I don't want to just. I just have to see clear move. I don't want to enter complex or complicated moves. Something that the confidence is not there. So price also broke above this one, and I spoke about this bullish candle. That this bullish candle was a strong bullish candle. There was no chance of what sellers even looking at the top that we have a lot of what before the stream. You notice that what we have a long top wick. So it tells you that what sellers have lost, buyers have lost control. Sellers drove price to this point. Okay, so even if this candle didn't give like the wick you were expecting, okay, it's fine because looking at the past candle, it gives an indication that what buyers have lost control, sellers are now fully in control of the market. No matter how the candle has closed, how the structure or the psychology of this candle formation indicate that sellers are in control. And when this one flipped, I entered. By looking at this one, this candle was the body of the candle was too much. It was big too much. And as this candle closed, so a lot of reasons I didn't. So I wanted this candle, this bullish, a bearish candle to close maybe above this one. Okay, I wanted this candle, the body of the candle to come to this point, then we wait for a pullback, then we enter the continuation. That was what I was expecting. So do you trade personal or funded accounts? I trade both. I trade both. Sometimes I flip my small account, sometimes too. I double with funding companies. But gold has been very difficult for March, so it was very tough with the funding things. So I think that's why I'm saying next month I want to just go in deep. Next month I want to just be getting some payout from. So I want to trade also. I want to be next month. It's going to be crazy. I will just be. I will lock in. Lock in season. Lock in season. So the Asian session buy was very clean. I would have taken it, but the candle never closed with a. I was waiting for a bullish candle to close. I was waiting for a support. Let me put it this way. I was waiting for a support to form. I wanted to see a support. Then I will take it during the Asian session to fill this zone over here. I wanted to be impulsive though because we were in volume time. 2:15 a.m. was in volume time. I wanted to take it, but said I don't have much experience when it comes to trading gold at the Asian session, so I decided to pause and just wait. And price just moved, so I went to bed. Okay, I went to bed. So pre-lending session, I wanted to take this move, this candle to no wick, no bottom wick, kind of very rough. I just let it go. And this one just pulled back, broke out from the zone. There was this zone over here. So those who just joined the stream, I had a sell earlier. That's why I'm very conservative now. I had a sell earlier, but I closed it early because price got to the target. So I closed it early. So the break even to I closed some, I took some profits, I allowed some to run. So this move wasn't like clean like this as you see. If you move to the lower time frame, you notice that we had some pullback. So price, I entered a trade over here. So price came to my entry level. Price came to my entry level, you see. So I got stopped out at break even. So it wasn't smooth move as you are seeing it like that. If it was smooth move, I would have held the trade for long. But there was when price gets mostly I lose confidence in the trade when price gets to a rejection level and there was ups and down, ups and down. I mostly lose confidence because you don't know what this level is going to cause. It might just make price move up over here. Yeah. So at this point, I think I'm good for the lending session. I don't know if I'll still show up during the New York session though. Let's see. I don't know though if I will be able to show up during the New York session. Yeah. So we have some news, CHF news, GBP news. So today, a lot of news. So the market will be smooth around 15. Yeah, so that's the reason I didn't enter this. The sell price has like it has been extended too much. So you need to be very, even though it moved like 200 pips for those who got the sell, those who entered the sell, but I wasn't interested in the sell. It's kind of, I didn't like the price action, even though you were in volume time and those stuffs. I didn't like the price action. So it's moved like close to close to 200 pips. Close to 200 pips. So those who want to get in touch with me, kindly, my WhatsApp number is on the screen. You can text me on WhatsApp. You take it from there. Yeah, so I'll call it a session over here. I'll call it a session over here. Today I didn't even check GU. Yeah. So the Asian session I was predicting GU to move up. Our price never went up at the Asian session. There was some small zone over there, so I was expecting it to move up. Yeah, so let me analyze GU for those who trade. Okay, price is in a consolidation. Price has gotten to the target, so it's going to be very difficult to trade it. Let me check BTC. Okay, guys, see you on. So gold is flipping. Yeah, so we have this zone. So the chances that it's going to fill this zone is very high. So if you didn't get it over here, don't try to enter because price has gotten to the middle of the zone. If you enter, the chance if price decides to flip, moves down, you are going to be in deep drawdown. So if you miss your first move, just allow. If price is going to come back again to your move, that's fine. You get it. That's what you need to how to treat it. $50 to 1K. Yeah, I will try that one day. So one thing you need to understand, trading is all about probabilities. Okay, so you can lose it too as well. So nothing is guaranteed. So that's what you need to understand. Bleeder, 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 bleeder. Who is that David Fitzgerald? Disgusting chocolato stinking up my YouTube. What the fuck is who the fuck are you? The fuck are you? Who told you to join? I don't know how people see the media. In the media, you are in your own space, someone is in your whole space. Stick to your space. Why do you have to join someone's space and just be talking? Why will you enter and lose? That means you are using small accounts. Why did you enter and lose? You entered buy or a sell, Jennifer. You entered a buy or a sell, and why did you lose? Price is selling. That means are you having a small account? If you have a small account, $100, don't try $50, don't try gold because if we're using 0.01 and price is pulling back, price pulls back like 100 pips. If price pulls back like 100 pips, you are going to lose $10. You get it? So if you have a small account, $5, $10, don't try to trade gold. Stick to currencies. Why? That means what was your account size? What was your account size? Yeah, so I'm sure maybe you got margin call. You got margin call. $250. And why? Where did you enter? Was it where you were discussing $50? Where did you? I'm sure maybe you entered in the middle of the range when price has already moved. That is where you entered. If you entered at where you were discussing, price even moved without even pulling back. So the pullback, if you entered at the beginning of this move, where you were talking about, the pullback was like 80 pips. 80 pips shouldn't blow like, it depends on the lot size you use. 80 pips shouldn't blow like $50. It depends on the lot size, as I'm saying. Maybe you don't understand lot size and you use something that is what more than your account size. So small move just blow the account. So if you use 0.01, this pullback shouldn't even take you out from the trade. So this was the pullback at the place where you were discussing, and price just made a move. Like the first move was 200 and something pips before. So the 30-minute time frame has closed with no wick. Okay. So the 30-minute time frame closed with no, there was no this thing over here. So like it's very rough. This ongoing candle also started with no this thing. So the chances that I don't know, it's either going to flip down, very tough over here. Guys, see you on Monday again. Very tough, very tough. Yeah. Yeah, so it was very simple price action. You get it? It was very simple price action. You came to the market, price has already fallen. What you have to do is just move to the lower time frame. As I said earlier, just move to the lower time frame, wait for price to pull back, then you take the continuation. So the reason why I didn't take the sell is because I wanted to wait for like the candle to close. Okay. And one thing is I already entered over here, so I was okay. I wanted to candle to close over here, wait for a pullback, then I will enter the sell. Okay, because you are in volume time too as well. You need to understand that you are in volume time too as well. So yeah, so if you miss the first move over here, price has been what? It has moved a lot. This is not the time to enter the sell. If you want to enter a sell, looking at the time now, maybe we have like 8:39. Volume can come. So you just have to wait for price to either get to this point before you take the continuation. Or if price is going to give you some resistance over here, then you take the continuation. That's going to be fine. But at this point, as price, what price is currently printing, it's not advisable to take a sell. Other than you are going to blow your account, because price, the way gold is like a sleeping lion, it can just spike in anytime. So just be careful with your entry. If you miss this was the first move we were discussing, and I've given you all the reason I didn't enter the trade. Okay, this was the first move. So if you miss the first move, if price made the first move and you move it, you miss it, it's either you wait for price to come to this point, okay, and even though you have an idea that price is going to come to this point, but it is not safe to enter. Okay, it is still not safe to enter. You get it? It is still not safe because anything can happen. Where to place your stop loss? Think about your risks. Don't think about only the profit, profit, profit. Think about the risks too as well. So you don't know if price is going to come to this point and just get rejected. Where are you going to place your stop loss? And always, anytime you are placing a stop, make sure you are placing your stop at a safer level. So the safer level I'm talking about is the various support and resistance. If you enter a sell over here, do you have any support or resistance in this area? So if you don't have any support and resistance in this area, the chances that price can just maybe move freely, can just pull back anytime okay, can just pull back because there was nothing to just restrict it from moving up. The reason why this one got rejected over here is because you have a key level over here, you have a rejection level over here, so it becomes very difficult for price to keep on moving up. So that's why we always enter around support and resistance level. Okay, so guys, see you on Monday. If you want to get in touch with me, my WhatsApp number is on the screen. You can WhatsApp me and you take it from there. See you on Monday. Bye bye.